All right, so you've come here because you have chosen the fire element in this Scorpio full moon. Pick a card message. Now, the fire element is connected to the signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, and the planets of Jupiter, Sun, and Mars. So, if you're familiar with your birth chart, you might want to have a look at your birth chart and see where those placements are, what houses they're in, and see whether that relates to you at this particular time. Are you feeling very Mars driven? Are you feeling very Sun driven? Is Jupiter doing a dance with another planet or what have you? Now, Sagittarian energy is quite witty and they like to travel. Maybe you've got travel plans that you'd like to take. We've got Leo energy, which is also Leo's connected a lot with the inner child. And so if you're feeling like it's time to connect with your inner child or maybe be really playful, that's a good thing to do. And Aries energy is about starting new things, okay? Aries is the epitome of a child energy, and so great for very creative. All three of those signs are quite creative and intuitive because they're connected with that fire creative spark. So have a look at those and see if they connect with you. Now, your card is Risk, number 31, Risk. Now, we're using the Wisdom of the Night Oracle cards here. I felt that appropriate because it is Scorpio energy and Scorpio likes the dark, the shadow. This card reminds me of the Fool in the tarot. So as I'm tuning into this energy, there is a moon in the background, which is intuition. Okay, and also the Scorpio energy is quite intuitive, but I'm feeling this really is, she's leading with her heart and her solar plexus in taking a leap of faith. Knowing or not knowing, that's the thing. It's a risk. You don't fully know. Whatever happens is for your highest good and well-being. You know that, but you don't know what's going to happen. So you don't know if you're going to be supported, and you don't know if you're going to land safely. You don't. You simply don't. But this actually feels like I'm getting the relief of enough is enough. I totally surrender, and I'm surrendering and ready. I am ready to move into a new space, a new timeline, a new paradigm, a new dimension, a new chapter, a new book, a new relationship, whatever that is for you. It's time that you take a leap of faith. Yes, I'm not going to say throw caution to the wind, even though I just said it, but it's being aware of what the cons are and the pros are, but still doing it anyway in full faith and trusting that you're going to learn from this next experience. So this really is dancing with your shadow right now. You and your shadow are partnering together, your shadow being your fears. These three cards have just fallen out. We're using the Good Tarot. And we have the Two of Earth, okay? Which is the Two of Pentacles. But this is, I can't decide what to do. I can't decide. I can't decide whether to do option A or option B. I'm really having trouble deciding. So maybe I'll just juggle them both for a little while and see how I go. I'm trying to find a bit of a balance between A and B. Do I like A more? Do I like B more? Okay? Where do I sit with that? Now, that energy in the background, it looks like a frog. I know it's not, but I'm feeling frog energy, which is about you clearing away and purifying yourself so you feel better when it comes to making your decisions and feeling into your truth. Yeah, there's a cleansing that needs to happen here. So you can juggle with ease and grace and balance your life a little bit more. There's a purification that needs to happen. And I feel like this is like throwing all the pieces of the puzzle up into the air, and where they land, they land. And you'll be able to pull in the main pieces, but all the other bits you're just going to have to discover along the way. Okay, so there's a clearing out process that's happening. You've also got the 10 of Fire, which is the 10 of Wands in the traditional tarot. This is burning. I want to say burning your bridges. This is lighting a fire on what no longer serves you. And in that fire, you are also sparking your creativity. This feels like, this actually feels a little bit close to card number 1, which was the earth symbol, in terms of there feels like you burning the old way of doing things. It's like the instruction manual, which has weighed you down. It's a bit of a dogma about how you should do life. You're burning those pages, and then what's going to happen? It's going to spark this new breath of life into your soul's wisdom. So it's kind of a bit connected to that from message card number 1. So if you're feeling like this is resonating for you, you might want to go and have a listen to that reading as well, those messages as well. But yeah, you're burning away or just sort of letting go. And even though frog is connected to water purification, fire purification is just as important, okay? Because there's a total, there's a re-sparking happening here. And interestingly, you have the page of fire, which follows, and we've got the moon in the background. So the page, and there's a tiger, it looks like a Siberian tiger, a white one. So this energy, and there's butterflies. Yeah, you are transmuting something, and the juggling that you've been doing or were doing or are doing isn't serving you anymore. So it's time for you to throw everything up in the air and start again. And you will surrender, and that is what the Scorpio is. Scorpio is transformative energy. There's it's a beautiful thing, Scorpio energy. They will hold on to something they love with such loyalty and determination that, no, I can't let it go, 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 it's too heavy, it's too heavy, it's too heavy, I have to let it go, bang. And then they transmute instantly. So the moment you can completely just go, enough is enough, you will step into faith more, and you will trust that the next steps you take on your journey are creatively inspired and are supportive, because they're going to take you next level. I'm hearing next level. What does next level mean? All right, we're going to call in some animal spirit energy. All right, so Tiger energy is very intuitive, and they love their own space. So if you can, maybe it's time for you to create a safe little space for yourself, an altar, a nook, a room, a studio, whatever that is. It could be about relocating, but I feel like, cleanse your space, create your own space, be very creative. It's a very sensual energy, so you may connect with Kundalini energy at this time as well, as a way of transmuting. Scorpio energy is also very connected to sex. So if sex is something you enjoy, maybe use sex energy to help you move through some things. That's not for everyone, obviously. All right, can we have some animal spirit energy messages for the element of fire, please? Okay, so I'm going to take that one because it flipped over, and I will also take this one, which has landed here. This is number 22, which is dragonfly, and you have 2 and 2 together is 4, 3 and 1 together is 4. So yeah, this is creating a new balance for yourself. I see 4 and feel 4 as a square with a plus symbol in the middle, and you've got 4 equal, even spaces, okay? Truth transcends illusion. 4 wings. The lotus flower. Lotus flowers come up again. Lotus flower was in the last messages. Okay, and this dragonfly is wearing a crown. So, and the green, this green energy feels really beautiful to me. Really, really deep, beautiful. Your truth, remember what I said about you, the dogma, and you connected, you carrying around this book of the way life should be or has to be for you, and you're burning it, and you're now connecting with your own creativity and your own truth. Okay, you're seeing through illusions, and you're stepping into a brand new beginning. Okay, and we have sandpiper spirit, be joyful, and that is 5 and 1 together is 6, which again is balance as well, but more on the mind plane. Okay, sandpiper spirit, be playful, dance, and lotus flowers again, more lotus flowers. All right, so if you've been feeling like you've been in the mud and it's been heavy and hard going and it feels like a slog, you're rising through, you're actually going through a lot of change. I'm feeling very hot right now, so there is a lot of changing and shifting that's happening in your energetic bodies, and through that you're actually growing, and you're the lotus, you are about to bloom, but there's some things you've got to let go of first. You've got to purify, and you've got to surrender them completely. So by all means, if you are a fire element or you want to work with the fire element, then write some stuff down, take it outside and burn it. Be cautious and, you know, common sense when it comes to fire. If you are a water element or you want to work more with the Scorpio energy, then maybe you have a bath, and in the bath you let go and you surrender all of that stuff, okay? And then watch as it moves down into the sink and gets transmuted by the earth. There is a really creative time coming for you. You and spirit are going to work together. You have time now to connect with your faith and to trust in this process. So understand that these are general readings, general messages. They may or may not resonate with you, and either way is okay. If you do feel a resonance and you'd like to take it further, feel free to head to my website and have a look at the different types of readings that I have to offer. All right, so we're going to keep that there. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, happy full moon in Scorpio. May it be deep and transformative for you. Toodaloo.